I've been asked to read on that shooting today in San Jose. So let's see why now. Apparently the guy used to work there and he'd come home and he'd bitch about it, but that was, I think, years ago. But let's see what it has to say. What can you tell us about the shooting today at the train yard, I guess you'd call it, in San Jose? So challenge is a wish. Subject is night. And going forward is rise. Let's see what else we have with this. Okay. We have ship. And we have mountain. Okay, let's see what we have on the other side with wish. Okay, we have joyfulness. And scholar. I will pull the last 3 cards and see what we have, if it makes sense or not. Okay, the challenge is, oops, some kind of compassion. King of Pentacles. And High Priestess. Okay. So let's look at this. At the center of it, we have night and the thing. So I think that he was somebody that was not happy with the position that he had. Again, the night, we have the darkness, this morose, this, you know, just not seeing clearly, was disgruntled. Okay, I think he thought he was worth more whenever the time he worked there. I don't think he was currently working there, but I think he had worked there in the past. Wish. So I get wish, I think, you know, with the scholar, that he was just in his mind too much, thinking too much. And he wanted to be accepted. I don't think he was accepted there. And I think with the King of Cups, he was overly emotional with this stuff. Okay? Things were not as he would have liked them to be. I think he felt, instead of joyfulness, I think he felt like he was excluded, perhaps. So that should be read more the upside down. And, of course, the wishes that he wants, that wasn't happening. And so, again, with the scholar, I think that he was just in there and his mind was just going and going and going and going. Okay. So going forward, we have, again, rise. We have the ship, so again, moving forward. The mountain, there was that difficulty. He was shot, he's killed, he's gone. Okay, and the unknown, hidden things. You know, we may never know exactly what was going on with him. Let me see if the ruins will tell us anything more with this guy. What about this? Okay, we have the ship. Again, so moving. Rain, a deluge. Unhappiness. Something to do with the woman. I think that his ex-wife said he was complaining all the time. He'd come home and be complaining. Yeah, the man, this is him. We have the woman and the man. I think that he thought he had not been paid, that they hadn't seen his worth. Okay, we have the health. So I think that he was in poor health, not necessarily physically, but mentally. Could be mentally as well. Yeah, because we have the anchor here. The anchor. So I think that his mental health was a problem. He thought that money there was a problem. We have the doorway. So what about the doorway? Yeah, an end. An end. This is the one of death or the end of a situation. So he went there and he wound up, yeah, this was rapidly proceeding to his death. When he went through that door over to there, yeah, this was something, his karma, his thing, something that he couldn't control. Dark thoughts again. Snake. Yeah. It was like, you know, his mental health was bad. He was just ruminating about this. Let me see what we have with that, with the heart. Yeah, a lot of waves, a lot of, so I think that this was, the heart of the matter was a lot of waves, difficulties. That's what he harvested. He just continued to have that mental spin going. Okay. So that's what we're throwing light on. To see we have the angels. Let's see what we have with that. Okay, so he thought in his ill mind that he was justified in what he was doing. So this is not seeing clearly. Wow, this is a big one. The mountains. Difficulties. Just do not have enough light. Let me see if this will help a little bit. Okay. Yeah, he couldn't see through the hard times. ears. He was not seeing. He didn't have something to hold to. He didn't have anything to hold to. It was just a tower moment. Okay? Oop. It was a tower moment. Okay, he didn't have the knowledge, and all these things came together. All this stuff came together, and that's it. So I think it was that, God, what do we have left? Not too much. Light at the end of the tunnel, a light, and path, yeah, no. Okay, so this has been going on since, I guess, he had been married, and I think he had worked there before. And I think his whole mental thing was spin that was going on constantly, that he wasn't valued. So this took him to that, you know, depressed state of mind. He was having troubles with his wife as well. Their relationship, not enough money. The mental health was breaking down, because he just kept seeing about going through, talking to himself about going through the door and death. Okay, I'm going to end it. Okay, and that was something that he kept going to, and he couldn't control it. The dark things were coming up, this poisonous thing, and that's what was in his heart. Okay, he was consumed with it. These waves came, the difficulties, and so when he had all that stuff going in his mind, again, that's what he harvested. That's what was harvested. That's all he would put light on, and that's all he would see. Okay, and again, he thought he was justified in doing this. He really did not have good vision, no clarity. And again, the mountain, it was just a lot of pressure, this difficulty for him. He didn't have anything and no light to go to. He just felt that there was the tower moment, this big shake-up, and where's my other one? Oh, I gotta find where the other one was. Again, he didn't want to look deeper at the truth of it and the things, and all of this stuff just came together, and that was that. He had this in his mind that he was going to go do this, and so that's what he did. Now I lost my other little... Okay, I got to find it here in a second. I lost one of my little rulings. Maybe it fell down here. The stock. Oh no, I had it here. I just put it back. Okay, that was the end of the read. So again, you know, this studying that we saw in the other thing, again, his mind was just going and going and going and going in a loop. Endless loop of I'm going to get even, I'm going to go, you know, and he knew that he was going to die. Okay, he planned that out. That's what he thought. It kept ramping up. These thoughts of, it was that way, these thoughts of more and more death. Okay, increasing thoughts of it, of killing. And again, this is something he couldn't control. He couldn't control. He was consumed in his heart with it. And again, all he saw was the waves and the difficulties. He didn't hold to anything light. Okay, he just held into the drama. Okay, he He just kept holding to the drama and fueling that. And, you know, you get some that are like that. You get ones that are, you know, if they're a sociopath, something happens and it triggers them and they can't get out of it, and they're just, you know, keep running with it and running with it and running with it until it consumes them. Okay? And their whole thing is to get even. Okay? Their whole thing is to get even. So I think that's what was going on with him. He was consumed. He felt he had been wrong, and he was damn well going to get him. Okay? Unfortunately. So I'm going to leave this here. Much love and light, and I'll see you online.